I'm a little bit of a armchair Trump whisperer.
Hmm.
I just had I seem to I have had enough narcissists in my life that I can read him pretty well.
Hmm.
Um, he to me he's desperate for an exit ramp. He is
Yeah,
desperate for an off ramp.
I
I think
completely
he
agree.
has quickly realized he has bitten off way more than he can
Hmm.
chew. Um, Polling around what's
Yeah.
happening in Iran very low, except for within his base, which will support him doing anything,
Oh, God.
including
Can I
apparently
interrupt
shooting
you?
someone on Fifth Avenue, right?
Yeah. Can I
Doesn't
interrupt you
matter.
just for a sec?
Sure.
I completely agree. Um, I especially agree that he wants an off ramp.
Mm.
And what he's discovering to his chagrin is that it's not entirely up to him.
Not anymore, right?
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
You've
I think
poked
the
the
Iranians
bear.
have realized they have a little bit of leverage over him, so they're going to extract some concessions before they let him off the hook.
And that's wild to think of.
Yeah.
That we began this act of aggression
Hmm.
by bombing Iran and taking out their supreme leaders
Yep.
and the hierarchy beneath that. And now in order for us to get out of this situation, we are going to have to make
Yeah.
concessions. Any
Yeah.
guesses on what those might be?
I've been thinking about this a lot. I've been turning it over in my mind. And the only thing that I can think of that's realistic, I mean, the Iranians are going to ask for everything under the sun.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that I can think of that's realistic is get back on track for nuclear negotiations. I mean, they agreed on a reasonable deal with the Obama administration, whatever, 8 years ago. It was a good plan. They stuck with that plan. They might be persuaded to go back to something like that plan. They're not going to do it under duress, when there's bombs falling. They're just not
Right.
going to. So, what I think would probably be the best possible deal under the circumstances for all sides is a solid guarantee that the United States and Israel will not attack Iran again within some reasonable period of time.
And that would require a treaty of some sort, I'm assuming.
It wouldn't necessarily require a treaty, as in like a legal document,
Mm-hmm.
but it would require a guarantee from a country or a couple of countries that have the ability to keep the U.S. and Israel in line.
Why would Iran even be incentivized to believe a commitment like that coming
They
from
aren't.
US and Israel?
That's the
Right.
thing. They aren't.
Trump's gonna lie.
We've already ripped them off twice already. Like literally. We have no credibility with the Iranians or anybody else. So this is why I say there needs to be a third party that has enough clout to make it painful for us if we don't live up to our agreement.
Okay.
And that country would probably be Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
And Trump's already been caught saying like, "Oh, we've had productive talks."
Yeah, but he's
Iran's
lying.
like,
He's gotta
No,
be
no, no,
lying.
we
no.
haven't.
He's lying. I'll tell you what happened. Like I'm speculating, of course, but
Hmm.
Trump said it, and then his staff said, "Oh shit," and then they started calling, trying to get somebody in Iran on the phone, so that they can't be called liars.
It's unbelievable that this is where we are as a
Yeah,
nation.
yeah.
And I
And
got to be
so
honest,
on.
guys.
Yeah.
What my nightmare scenario is here, and is like a Vietnam type of ending. And obviously, we're not in Iran as long as we were in Vietnam. But it's almost like a
Mhm.
thing where we realize we're losing,
Yeah,
and we got to get out of there. And what do
like
we do?
Afghanistan.
And what did we
Yeah.
do? Yeah, in Afghanistan too. Like, what did we
Yeah.
do with Vietnam? We carpet bombed and we got the
Yep.
hell out of there.
Yep.
And that seems like a very Trump exit. Like, carpet bomb everything. We're out. Mission accomplished.
I mean, that's
Pete, bring in the
war
band.
crime. That's like serious war crime territory.